Hey, welcome back guys. You're watching M&S IT Technology. Today we are discussing about SSH configuration. Secure Shell, SSH, is a protocol which provides a secure remote access connection to network devices. Communication between the client and server is encrypted in both SSH version 1 and SSH version 2. Implement SSH version 2 when possible because it uses a more enhanced security encryption algorithm. Set up an iOS router or switch as SSH server. There are 4 steps required to enable SSH support on a Cisco iOS router. 1. Configure the hostname command. 2. Configure the DNS domain. 3. Generate the SSH key to be used. 4. Enable SSH transport support for the virtual type terminal, PuTTYs. Step 1. Configure the hostname if you have not previously done so. Hostname access _SSH 1. AAA new model. The AAA new model command causes the local username and password on the router to be used in the absence of other AAA statements. Username Cisco, password 0 Cisco. Step 2. Configure the DNS domain of the router. IP domain name m&s.local. Step 3. Generate an SSH key to be used with SSH. Crypto key generate SAR. IPSSH timeout 60. IPSSH authentication retries 2. Step 4. By default the PuTTY's transport is Telnet. In this case, Telnet is disabled and only SSH is supported. Line PuTTY 04. Transport input SSH. Line PuTTY 515. Transport input none. There one more method of generate RSA keys. Type IP HTTP secure server. The PuTTY client does not require the username to initiate the SSH connection to the router. This screenshot shows that the PuTTY client connects to the router and prompts for the username and password. Find the screenshot below. Debug and show commands. Debug IP SSH. Displays debug messages for SSH. Show SSH. Displays the status of SSH server connections. Troubleshooting tips. If your SSH configuration commands are rejected as illegal commands, you have not successfully generated a RSA key pair for your router. Make sure you have specified a host name and domain. Then use their crypto key generates a command to generate an RSA key pair and enable the SSH server. When you configure the RSA key pair, you might encounter these error messages. 1. No host name specified. 2. No domain specified. You must configure a host name for the router using the hostname global configuration command. You must configure a host domain for the router using their IP domain name global configuration command. The number of allowable SSH connections is limited to the maximum number of PuTTYs configured for the router. Each SSH connection uses a PuTTY resource. SSH uses either local security or the security protocol that is configured through AAA on your router for user authentication. When you configure AAA, you must ensure that the console is not running under AAA by applying a keyword in the global configuration mode to disable AAA on the console. If you like our channel, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you.